What's up guys, it's Scion and I'm back, and what I wanted to do today is something that since the last time I've done this video, people have asked me this a lot. It's been in my comments, it's been in my messages, and I even had people yell at me, veterans and stuff like that, like, dude, you gotta explain everything. So I'm gonna explain everything fast, and you're gonna have a nice annotation with this, and we're just gonna break this down. It's gonna be part 2 of realistic gold goals. Now, I'm going to tell you that you can necessarily make gold relatively easy in this game. All you have to do is use effort. That's all it is. So we're going to start off with Frontier's Edge, which is the level 50 area zone. You can make between 2 to 5 gold at Frontier's Edge. Now, I'm going to do like the average, the actual minimum, and I'm only going to give you the minimum as your realistic goal, not what the top end of it is, but it's just going to be the minimum. So Frontier's Edge is first, that's 2 gold. Then you want to go to Herbalist Lodge, which is 3 gold. And you're going to get 3 gold after you finish most of everything at Herbalist Lodge, not to mention the drops. I'm not talking about the drops because the drops can be anything, could be random. You can get lucky and get something really cool and then be able to do whatever you want to do with that or save yourself some money in the long run. So that's why I always do the range of 3 to 5 gold, like 2 to 5 gold on Frontier's Edge. Now you go to Mushin's Tower, depending on how far you get in Mushin's Tower and how good you are at doing the fights, because that's really not a gear check so much as a skill check. Can you iframe? Can you know the fights? All you have to do is go to YouTube and look at the fights and understand the fights, do them a few times and they become easy. That's all Mushin Tower is, all the way to the top. Like, you can have broken gear as somebody's proven and still beat those fights. So keep that in mind. You want to do your PvP dailies. Oh, I'm sorry. Mushin's Tower is 3 to 5 gold. That's 3. Remember the minimum. The first 2 gold, 3 gold, and 3 gold in Mushin Tower. That's all minimum. So we're looking at about 8 gold right now. The PvP dailies, the quick match grind. Now, what I mean by that is every day after I do all my PvP dailies and like my 3v3, my ones and everything, is I'll grind until I get to 2,000 Zen beans and then turn around and get the soul stones. Now, I may need the soul stones, which is good, so you keep them, but if you don't need them, you can sell the soul stones for like 30 silver a piece or whatever else, and then get 7.5 gold from that, which goes on top of the 1 to 3 gold that you get from pretty much the grinds, because sometimes in the PvP boxes you may get like a pickaxe or a hammer or something like that, and you can sell those, and depending on how much that is, usually between 1 to 3 gold. So we're looking at 1 gold minimum plus the 7.5 to maybe 8.5 depending on how much soul stones cost on your server, unless you need them. But if you don't need them, you can do the 7.5 gold plus the 1 gold, that's 8.5. So now we're going to go on to the next one. We're not even going to add it up yet. You want to do your blue dailies at the 45 dungeons, and they're between 2 to 4 gold. Now that also can round up if you actually are like with a group or something like that, or maybe you can even do them by yourself and get those drops, and that makes you even more money, because if you can do it by yourself, that's just awesome. But you need to be relatively at a good gear level to do those by yourself. Then you have the Epic 4 dungeons. The Epic 4 are the purple dungeons. Now I'm leaving Sargon Lameth off for now, and I'm going to explain that. The Epic 4 dungeons will net you automatically between doing the dailies, just automatically 11 gold. Now you may get more than that depending on how much, like what happens during the runs. If somebody decides they want to bid on stuff, like, you know, we have things now that people are bidding on stingers, let them bid. Don't even fight over it. Let them bid on it, because sometimes people go crazy for it and start spending all types of gold for no reason. I just been looking at them like, what the hell are you doing that for? But is what it is. That's 11 to 15 gold that I put that average for. Now Sargon's Lameth, I put separate, and the reason why I put that separate is because you can automatically, the daily is 4 gold. And then if you get some of the other stuff done, like the other dailies and everything else, then it might range up to like 7 gold. And then on top of that, you have people bidding on like the soul shields and stuff like that. So if you just don't even be bothered with that, same with the stinger, it can be like 4 to maybe 8, 9, or even 10 gold, depending on how much people are bidding. So this will definitely keep that at the low end of 4 gold for now. Let's, you know, like I say 4 gold for now because you don't know what's going to happen in there. It's very hard to do Sargon's Lameth. Sargon's Sogun's, I think it's, yeah, Sogun's Lameth. It's very hard to do that in a pug group. You're gonna need like a normal team or maybe a guild team or something like that. Pub is just not gonna work when it comes to that. Like people just don't follow instructions and it's just bad. So the next to last thing is gonna be selling your stingers. Now selling stingers, I know some people are, why the hell you wanna do that? You know why I would sell my stingers off the bat in the beginning? Because you don't need them until certain gear sets. Now I'm gonna show you something. Now see, with this now, with my Awakened Breeze Bangle, now I'll start to need stingers for the Awakened Breeze Bangle, but that's once I get to 50. Now you see Awakened Siren. I don't really need it right here, so I can upgrade this probably to the next level and that'll be fine. See right here, I still don't need it right here for this one. You see this is a Awakened Infernal Ring. I can upgrade that to the next level. But however, right here I need 50 stingers, so I left this at the level that it's at right now at 47, so I can start upgrading everything else around it until they all need stingers. When they all start to need stingers, then I stop selling the stingers. But you want to get your gear level to that point so you're automatically at a good place, so when you go into groups, people don't naturally, like, you know, people aren't going to sit there and say, oh, you know, hey, like you're not that great when it comes to power. Like I'm sitting at 475, so once I start getting all the rest of the stuff, I'll be like at maybe like I think close to 500 by then. So you'll get into groups, you'll get into 4-mans and stuff like that. It's better to do it that way and faster to accumulate your gold and get to a good place. It's way better to do it that way than just, you know, hold on to stingers now and you can't even do anything with them. Like just get all your gear up to a point that you're relevant in the group and people can't say that you're being carried. You're carrying other people. Then you can start going after and worrying about the stingers. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I would suggest other people do it, and make your life easier. You'll keep up with the pack, and it just is what it is. Now last is the challenge award, which I put 1 gold to 1,000 gold. And the reason for that is because the challenge award has a chance to drop that for you, as you see right there. Like you have a chance. Now I've gotten 100 gold twice now in that. Like we'll see, you see in the middle right there, I've gotten a whole 100 gold twice, and I was super happy, and I've just been upgrading as much as I can along with the method that I'm doing right now. I have enough gold to keep going through everything. It's basically my leveling progression is according to how much time I have. My time is limited, so you know, it is what it is, but this way makes things very easy for me. Now at the end of the day, I can do 60 gold a day without hardly breaking a sweat, and it'll take me between probably like 2 to 3 hours to do the 60 gold a day. Now you can range all the way up to 90 if God is smiling on you and RNG Jesus is like, you know what, I like that guy. Let's let him rock with 90 gold today. So that's 7 days a week. That if you do that at 60 gold, let's do 60 gold minimum. So you're basically looking at, like, you know, 6 times 6 is what, 36, yeah, 360. I believe that's 360 because 6 times 5 is 300, so 360, and then the 7 make 420. So you're looking at 420 gold a week. That's not bad. You can't upgrade all your shit in 420 gold? You probably can. That's 1 week. 1 week. If you just normally doing all this stuff, that's all you have to do. Now I left out other things because they take longer, but that does not mean you do not have to do them. You can go over. You can go off the beast board. You can do the 24-mans. I left all that stuff out because it's boring and it takes longer to do, and I'm just tired of doing it at this point. This is 60 gold with just doing this, and I gotta, like, it takes enough time to do this. So if you want to do the other stuff, by all means go do the other stuff. If you want to add on to that and then bust out with 100 gold a day, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. You want to keep going in dungeons and grinding out. Some people even go in dungeons and automatically do the dungeons just to let people bid on stuff just to get gold per run. Some people do that. It works. Power to them, but this is what I got going on for me right now. So this is realistic goals part 2. This is straight up. That there's no if, and, or buts about it. It's basically dailies, and I put everything else that could happen on the top end. That's where the 90 to 100 happens. But absolute positively what you are supposed to be getting a day if you do this is 60 gold. just do that process right there, including selling the stinger. You gotta sell the stingers, you gotta sell the soul stones, or you won't get 60 gold. If you want to keep them for whatever reason, and go, let's say the soul stones, keep the soul stones, because you're probably gonna need the soul stones, unless you're just PvPing like that in the soul stone plains, and you know, doing the whirlwind valley and stuff like that. Then you probably won't need the soul stones, you're probably swimming in them. But other than that, you guys be legendary. It's right there for you. Peace. Appreciate everybody who stops by and watches my channel. So if you like to see more of my videos, you can click the top right end card and see more of my videos on the playlist, or you can click the bottom right and subscribe to the channel. Once again, one love, and thanks for stopping by. Peace.